David Zublick here with your Dark Outpost morning update. But first, a question for you. Look, turmeric is well known for its anti-aging and weight loss benefits. But here's a problem. Do you know what that problem is? Most turmeric today doesn't work. Now, I've got a product that contains turmeric that does work. It's called Ageless Body by BioTrust. Great product. This product is America's leading choice for turmeric. That's because it's 46 times more effective than other turmeric alternatives. Now, it's perfect to assist with anti-aging, weight loss, and joint pain. I know because I use it myself. It's really a modern day fountain of youth. I highly recommend Ageless Body by BioTrust. And you can get it right now for 43% off by ordering today. Go to agewithdavid.com or just click the link in the description of this video. That's agewithdavid.com. You'll be glad you did. All right, let's turn to the news and see what is going on. Governor Abbott is not having any of it, folks. He's not going to have any of it. There's going to be no vaccine mandates in his state. He says America is a free country. He's made it illegal for any business or person to require proof of being vaccinated. You got to love this guy. He said the COVID vaccine should always remain voluntary and never forced. Abbott issued an executive order stating that no entity in Texas can compel receipt of a COVID-19 vaccination by any individual, including an employee or consumer who objects to such vaccination for any reason of personal conscience, based on a religious belief, or for medical reasons, including prior recovery from COVID-19. Abbott also announced he will add the issue to the special sessions agenda and rescind the executive order upon the passage of legislation which confirms this. Abbott also said in an executive order, in another instance of federal overreach, the Biden administration is now bullying many private entities into imposing COVID-19 vaccine mandates, causing workforce disruptions that threaten Texas's continued recovery from the COVID-19 disaster. Got to give this guy a lot of credit. Governor Greg Abbott is one of the best. Hollywood actor George Clueless Clooney claims President Joe Biden's awful job performance nearly 2 years into the role is Donald Trump's fault. Yeah, you heard right. In a recent interview with the BBC, Clooney did what he does best, obsessively whine about Donald Trump. Clooney had the audacity to liken Biden to a battered child who's been so traumatized by Trump that he can't possibly do the job as president. He said, it's like taking a battered child and thinking everything's going to be okay the first day of school. There's lots of things that have to be repaired. MRCTV.org reports, well, that's really an artful way of putting it. Are we supposed to believe that that sort of trauma extends to Biden's oft inconceivable speech patterns as well? Was Trump such an affront to democracy that Biden is literally speechless in many circumstances? Someone as obtuse as George Clueless Clooney probably thinks that Clooney also set the table for excusing Biden's future blunders, saying, well, Trump's going to be a factor for a while. So when China overtakes Taiwan and we do nothing about it, libs are going to put the blame on Trump for that too, right? What will they say? Something like, Trump annoyed China so much, they started being more aggressive to us and it's our friends. Therefore, it's our fault. Look for that to happen in the future. Behind making these horrifically stupid excuses for Biden, Clueless Clooney then went after Trump personally, calling him a knucklehead and saying that he knew him back in the day before he became president. He said, he was just this knucklehead. I knew him before he was such a president. He added that all Trump was a guy chasing girls. He says, every time you and I'd come over and be like, what's the name of that girl? That's all he was all about. Well, I'm going to tell you something, folks. George Clueless Clooney is, he's yesterday's news. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I think so as well. Well, speaking of vaccinations, hundreds of thousands of U.S. troops are not getting vaccinated. They remain either unvaccinated or only partially vaccinated against COVID-19, despite a December looming vaccination mandate deadline. The Pentagon announced in August that it will require all U.S. military service members to get fully jabbed against the virus as part of new directives from President Joe Biden. According to data analyzed in a Washington Post report, however, inoculation rates among America's more than 2 million soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines are lagging in many areas. Deadlines for individual services vary, but many are facing a situation where they're only weeks away from this mandatory deadline to get thousands of personnel to agree to being jabbed. The Marine Corps and Navy are both facing November 28th deadlines, but the former has a 72% vaccination rate, while the latter has a much higher 90% vaccination rate. The Air Force, on the other hand, has just 3 weeks to get approximately 60,000 personnel fully jabbed. We'll see. I think you're going to see a lot of people leaving the military in droves to avoid getting these jabs. And this is very disheartening, folks. I don't know. Superman. Did you grow up loving Superman as a kid? I used to watch the old George Reeves Superman when it was in syndication. I saw the 1978 movie with Christopher Reeve. Read the Superman comics as a kid. Well, he's traditionally been considered a heterosexual superhero, but he's now come out as a bisexual and is beginning a romantic relationship with his best male friend. DC has revealed that in their upcoming comic series, Jonathan John Kent, who took over the Superman title from his father Clark, will start dating his close friend Jay Nakamura. The news comes just 2 months after the company announced that iconic Batman sidekick Robin was also dating a man. It also marks what DC has branded a bold new direction for the legendary superhero, a move that started in July when the company debuted a woke new series of comics about the character, featuring Clark Kent and Lois Lane's son Jonathan, who inherited the role from his cape-wearing father. Oh, man, our society has gone to hell in a handbasket, folks. It's disgusting. I just don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, coming up today on Dark Outpost at 12 noon Eastern Time on Rumble, we will be bringing you all the latest news and information of the day. Bryce Watson of Esoteric Atlanta will join us. We're going to explore an interesting issue today that many Christians have raised concerns about, and that is yoga. Do you practice yoga? Do you know someone that practices yoga? Are you a Christian who believes that yoga is demonic? Well, Bryce Watson teaches yoga, and she's going to discuss whether or not yoga is spiritual, religious, if you can have yoga and Christianity together, or whether it is indeed demonic. She's also going to get to continue our discussion about Michael and Debbie Pearl and their book, To Train Up a Child. And then Prime Minister will join us along with Negative 48. And we're going to be talking news and politics from a biblical perspective. Hope you'll join us today at 12 noon Eastern Time on Rumble for Dark Outpost. We'll look forward to seeing you then. This is David Zublick with your Dark Outpost Morning Update.